Hi, hello, and welcome to the Unveiling series brought to you by Vortex of Abundance. Unveiling and unboxing is the same thing. However, this is the bona fide Unveiling series. My name is Serene, Priestess Ablossi. I'll be your oracle today. And I was sent to unveil this Animal Spirit deck and guidebook by Kim Krantz. I also have the Wild Spirit. There's another one, a sister one, a black box that I got as well. I'm eager to get this one. So if anything that is said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and check the information energy in the show notes. I really do enjoy this packaging. It's very, very worthy. The sleeve. So there's a box, a smaller box, a guidebook, and then the packaging box. I already know there's an earthworm, a fish, a dragonfly, a spider, a lion, an elephant, a cosmic egg, a hummingbird, frog, raccoon, octopus, hawk, unicorn, and fire ant. Kim Krantz, may you always be on the inner quest. I like little pulley-outy things, so this string is great. Okay, so here's another box. You know, I would like it if the smaller box had Animal Spirit written on it, because I could put the smaller box in the bookshelf, but I'll just put the smaller box inside the bigger box on the bookshelf. 2 feet, 4 feet, scales on high. May our minds stay open and our wings spread wide. Incantation. Well, these cards are small, so I do like that. And they don't seem to be any type of wrapper, so there's nothing to unveil. So only because the sleeve is there, you know, I'm being told to call this the unboxing, so I'll call it the unboxing. And we're gonna put this back in the box. I approve of the packaging. Okay, so we have these cards. I don't know how many cards it is. A nice, thick, sturdy book by Harper One. I think that's a product of HarperCollins, publisher, imprint. It's a nice, thick deck. Easy to manage, easy to handle. All I'm looking for right now is for Yalma Road. Thank you for raising me wild. This was published in 2018, first time. Understanding the deck, long, long ago. Natural selection, earth, water, fire, air, spirit. Using the deck, what are my spirit animals, what to ask, when to ask it, calling for. I'm reading the table of contents. Using the deck, what is my spirit animal, what to ask, when to ask it, caring for your deck, shuffling and cutting, spreads, deeper insights, the card order, the food web, apex predators, the natural connection, the wild unknown animal spirit, earth cards, water cards, fire cards, air cards, spirit cards, and that's that. The eagle meets the rabbit, some story in the beginning, it might be the prologue. Yeah, it's a letter from Kim Krantz, Understanding the Deck. Okay, so long, long ago, we talk about natural selection. What I'm looking for here is how many cards are in this deck. 63, and the guidebook is 208 pages. So let's go through these 63 cards. Now they're divided into categories. Fire, earth, water, air, spirit. Okay, so we'll go through earth first. Bear. Earthworm. And these are the Animal Spirit Guidebook by Kim Krans, Krans, Mouse. I like the stars in the background. That's a popular theme in her decks. Rainbow's a popular theme in her decks as well. I really like this deck. Sorry for moving the camera there. Rabbit. It's interesting that there's red and purple, magenta even in the background. Raccoon. It's a singular raccoon, mostly in the dark and the shadow. Fox. Snake, that snake is beautiful. Black background, still an earth, interesting. Buffalo. Lamb. I do love these colors. Elk. Deer. Ooh, okay, so deer is relevant. You know, I've never had my own or temple one here, animal spirit deck. I've used them in other temples that I was in and other spiritual spaces, retreat centers, gathering spaces. There's one when I was becoming a priestess in New Mexico, I was very familiar with. So I'm happy to have this one. It's a sister deck, so I have both of the decks. We have Wolf and Lobo. Now, Wolf has to deal with having your individual nature, but as part of a group, understanding to see past flaws or to be a little bit more patient because not everything's going to please you. Progress is better than perfection. Now, Spider here is about weaving. Literally, your intentions and your words, they weave a web. It can be karmic, it can be grandmothers, it can also just be mother figures, elders. Horse is a messenger, a divine messenger. I think it's the last of the earth here. So it's interesting that the horse also has a moon. Very much in my practice, I work a lot with the white horse energy and the crocodile energy, but we've switched over to fire, or excuse me, water. Crocodile, stingray. It's an interesting stingray. Has a rainbow back there. Fish. Starfish. Interesting sacred flower design on the starfish. Octopus. I'm curious why beavers water. I know they live in dams in the river. Beaver. Oyster. I use oyster energy a lot. Sometimes at least. Turtle. Frog. You know, frogs are synonymous, mostly toads, with going into, out of the underworld or receiving underworld messages. And then we have otter. Interesting color scheme. Blue and gold with a darker background. Shark. We're hearing that Mac the Knife song, or Jack the Knife. Swan. Saraswati. This is about truth versus illusion, gracefulness, peacefulness, contentment, fulfillment. Dolphin. Again, contentment, fulfillment, happiness. Also, it's like a water tribe. It's about your vibratory tribe, frequency, energy, vibration. These are harmonic creatures. They typically communicate sound. Whenever dolphins are around it literally means there's a divine realm nearby. Still in the water kingdom here, last card of the water kingdom is well. Wells are Akashic library keepers, but of the ocean. They're Akashic library keepers. They represent the Akasha itself, so primordial knowledge. Celestial mystery, the whale. Fire ant. I don't know what that's about. It's a fire card. It also has a lot of circular energy. Hyena, fire. Ooh. That can talk about bullies, charlatans. It can talk about enemies, haters. Scorpion, more fire, transformation. That can talk about detox, release. You could talk about spiritual consciousness, but related to oneself. Now, astrologically, that's the 8th house, but I'm picking up on here that healing through trauma. I'm also hearing the word surgery. Lizard. Panther, cougar, jaguar, it's all the same to me, really. A panther is really just a black cougar. So they have stealth. I always get a little bit of youthful energy set in their ways a bit with this panther energy. Let's go ahead and read that one. Tarantula, I mean tarantula. I don't know the difference between spider and tarantula. Camel. Camel is like a desert cow to me. That's the same thing. Beauty, abundance, manifestation, but something that's difficult to see. So when I see camel, I oftentimes feel diamond in the rough energy. I also feel like secret underground reserves. Whenever I see camel, I know looks can be deceiving. Don't trust appearances, both in the positive and the negative. So don't underestimate, etc. Gazelle. Again, gracefulness. Again, it's like same keywords 3 in a row. These 3 in a row, we have gracefulness, gracefulness, gracefulness. Cheetahs are about speed, agility. It's one of the few creatures that will stalk their prey out in the open. They don't hide or do a lot of stealth, okay? And there's always exceptions. Tiger, now tiger is the epitome of stealth. Typically more forest. And it's like a lion, but more solitary. Cobra, still in fire. So cobra just brings in a king energy to snake. It also brings in godly energy. So we'll look up cobra. We have zebra here. Lion, Liova. Elephant, okay, so that's another record keeper. Land is elephant, water is whale. They're both record keepers. One's more like an librarian, the other one literally is like a library administrator. Library administrator being the whale. That is genuinely the Akashic record. The halls of the Akasha is more elephant. Moth. The moth always tells me there's hidden potential. Now, that's the first card of air. We have butterfly here. Transformation. Bat. Sound, sense, vibration. Vibratory, I'm hearing the word vibratory. Firefly, another word for transformation here. I always feel the male ancestors come a lot strongly when the firefly is there. Bee. So productivity, working, but also authority, command, system structures, community-based ones, especially hummingbird. This is about angelic energies. It's not just angelic, there might be a dove or something in here. It's really more. So firefly, dragonfly is the masculine ancestors. Hummingbird is the feminine ancestor. Vulture, well, we'll go ahead and read that. Crow. So crows are interesting because there's a few different pantheons that use crows as a vehicle. Now, ravens typically carry off the souls of damned to the next realm. Crows could be either or, they're more like intercessors. I wouldn't call it a spy, but they do watch and they're extremely intelligent. Owl. So normally without other energies, I give owl a negative connotation. It can be negated quite easily. However, from the jump, the first question I need to ask is a negative one. Why don't we go ahead and read owl? To me, it's a sign of a dark sorcerer or hidden magic. We have dragonfly. I'm also smelling some kind of flower right now. It's not this deck. The dragonfly, the male ancestor. Nightingale. Nightingale and mockingjay to me give off the same kind of energy, but one helps you without knowing and the other one doesn't. Peacock typically is eternity, transition, also pride, regalness, royalty, divinity. Hawk, hunting, dominance, authority, ego. More dominance, authority, but system structures, cabal, kabbalistic, institutional, phoenix. Now, Ablo is the phoenix or the white horse, so I'm going to read this phoenix. This is a spirit card versus the spirit card. Sea serpent. I'm hearing Adisesha, A-D-I-S-E-S-H-A. Look that up. Dragon. Golden egg. Black egg. Unicorn. Cosmic egg. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we'll read 10 cards. First one we got is the sea serpent here. Healing emotional wounds, expressing desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it is emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know that what we desire most, or we know what we desire most, our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not activated or is imbalanced, our emotions and creativity are left in muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It is important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures. So only the ones with the circle at top are going to be read like I just read it, because the sea serpent has to do with the second chakra. Phoenix has to deal with the first chakra. Freedom from suffering, past karma, reincarnation. Yeah, breaking out, breaking free. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It does not mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice, dedication. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and the dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge as the stagnancy continues to smolder. The Phoenix lifts our spirits up and up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that was not there before, so look closely. It is a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. The ancient yogis believe that our heaviest karmas reside in the first chakra. This earthen center is also called the Muladhara, or our root. The ancient of the Phoenix, the ascent of the Phoenix begins here. As the entanglement of karmas is slowly burned, it rises from the ash towards the navel center again and again and again and again. It makes this journey from first to third chakra, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. Okay, so the other ones, it's not so verbose in the reading. Owl, abundance, clairvoyance, treasures. In balance is generous, trusting, insecure. Out of balance is quarrelsome, money hungry. Scarcity, to bring into life, you give it an offering. Oftentimes an owl can talk about a dark priest as well, because it has a lot to do with sacrifice and taking power for money, typically. Okay, vulture, guardian and purifier, essential for balance and rebalance. When in balance, the vulture clarifies, reveals wisdom. When out of balance, is dramatic, aggressive. In order to bring it into balance, clean up the space, literally move energy around. Smudge, sage, cobra from the fire tribe. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. A student of life, humble but wise, know-it-all, egocentric, when out of balance, taking class or study seriously. Transcendent, at a crossroads, claiming life's purpose. Out of balance, it hesitates over intellectualizes. When in balance, it follows intuition. And the best way is daily journaling, taking an inventory of one's emotions. Panther, annihilation of the unnecessary, purging. Productive, when it is balanced. When it is imbalanced, it is self-destructive. Basically, we need to get rid of the unnecessary. Okay, now, come on. So aggression, rigid thinking, following orders, fire ant. Fire ant flares up without any notice. Fire ant energy flares up without any notice. It is the force that attracts us to people, the situation that feeds our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire energy is at play, fire ant energy. We may also find ourselves stewing on or upon a person or situation, only making things worse. How can we break free from this drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Do not pretend the heat is not getting to you. When out of balance is aggressive, excessive heat and hot, in order to bring it into balance, a lot of alone time is requiring, like solo time, walks alone. Crocodile. Resting, slumbering, collecting energy, cooling off. Wise and patient, a silent powerhouse. Out of balance, typically it feels stuck or needs to lash out. And rest in yoga is the solution for crocodile. Now let's go to deer. Got it. Loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. Receptive, compassionate, nurturing, when out of balance is concerned and protective. In order to bring into balance, nurture things or children, plants or children, or get out into nature. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. This was the unboxing of the Animal Spirit Tarot or guidebook, Oracle Guidebook by Kim Krause. My name was Serene Priestess Ablossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was your oracle today. Until we meet again, until we read again, namaste, dandavat, and ashe. Goodbye, everyone.